Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're taking a look at the Sharkk dual port power bank. And there are two versions of this. There's a 10,000 milliamp model and a 15,000 milliamp model. 15,000 milliamp sells for like around 26 bucks, while the 10,000 is a little bit less at like 23 or so. Both of them are available via Amazon.com, and both essentially do the same thing. It's just a question of how much power. Inside each one, you'll find some information, a set of instructions, the battery pack itself, and I'm going to get the other one out so I can show you, and then a micro USB cable for recharging the batteries. So let me get the other one out just so you can see the difference in size, because it is rather substantial. So it has, or each of them have, kind of this bead blasted or like matte soft touch almost finish. Kind of feels a little bit like sandpaper, but very smooth sandpaper. It gives very nice grip, basically. You can see they're kind of gray with orange accents, and if I line them both up, here's how you can see the difference in sizes. You can see the 10,000 milliamp version on the bottom and the 15,000 milliamp version on the top. About half the thickness, basically. And it's just a question of power. This 10,000 milliamp will recharge an iPhone 3 to 4 times, while the larger 15,000 one will do about 5 to 6 times. Now, there are dual port here, so you can see 2 USB ports, one of which is a low capacity, one of which is high. They are indicated with a little dot. There's a 2 dot for 2 amp and a 1 dot for 1 amp next to each port. And then you can see the micro USB in for recharging the battery inside. It does have a power button that you can hit to illuminate the LEDs that are in here if you want to see how much power is remaining. I don't know if that's going to come through on camera, but basically there's 4 blue LEDs. Each one represents 25% of the power. So basically, to use one of these, all you do is provide your own USB cable, plug them into the proper spots, and then obviously you want to use the smaller capacity for something like a phone, which I can plug in right here, and then turn it on by holding, and then the larger capacity for the larger port capacity for an iPad, and plug that in like that. And then you're actually able to charge 2 devices at the same time from this battery pack. And what's cool is the way it's shaped, you can kind of just like team everything up nice and slim and all together. Like, I like using these short cables for charging with my external batteries. And once everything's together, it's kind of a nice clean package. The batteries kind of holds the shape of the phone or the iPad, even in that it's long and kind of narrow. So either of these Sharkk batteries, whether you go for the 10,000 milliamp version or the 15,000 milliamp version, will definitely get the job done. I will say that the 15,000 is pretty substantial, pretty heavy, but it's going to give you a ton of recharging power. And these things are really affordably priced, you know, at under like $30. You're going to be hard pressed to find batteries with this much power for that low of a price. So you can learn more about the Sharkk dual port power banks over on the Sharkk website. I'll have a link to those on the video description. I'll of course also have a link down there to my full review of these guys over on runaroundtech.com. As always, if you have any questions about these or anything else, feel free to drop me a line down below. Otherwise, have a great day.